post office. The separator assembly has arrived, so that's good. So the one that was you would have seen before, it was cracked at the top. I got this one, as I previously mentioned, for £28 off a forum member. So yeah, cheers for that. Thanks, Aaron. There you go. Successful little trip out there. Alright, popped out to get a few bits, as mentioned. Replacement parts from Hamrite, in black this time. They didn't have any more silver, so I've ordered another tub in. It's just some masking tape and some electrical tape, and also some crickets and Mario worms for my lizard Colin. Key is not to put too much on too soon, because you don't want to drip. Hope you can see that I'm waving it around like nobody's business. Right, that's it for the first coat. I'll just move this over into the sun, leave it for a bit, and hopefully we'll set. I don't know if I gave you a little update on this actually. Second coat's gone on really nicely on there. I lightly sanded it, took all the bits off it. Should come up really nice. These have all had a second coat. Drive shafts I gave a little second coat. The lower gearbox or lower engine mount has all been done. That's going to come up really nice as well. The last little bit out here, I had a go at trying to cut the rubber off, but it was just too stubborn and too difficult. So for now I've just painted it silver. It's actually looked like it's come up alright. I'll give it a second coat. Just put that off there, but I don't think it's going to look too bad. I'll let it set in the sun, do the other bits, and I'll report back. Have a quick look at the hubs. As you can see, there's a load of surface rust on there. As mentioned a number of times now, I don't want to press the bearings out because they were brand new when fitted, so I didn't send them off to the powder coaters for that reason. So what I'll do is I'm going to get some wire brushes tomorrow. I'm going to clean this right up, give it a good sanding back, give it a good keying surface, and then I'll mask off just the front face, a lot where the copper grease is, and yeah, give it a really good strip down, and then Hamrite silver again. In fact, just trying to think, the rear beam that these go on is actually black, so what I probably will do is I'll do these in black as well. So just trying to think what I did on my Puma Ball years ago. Let's see if we can have a quick look. Sorry if the wind's blowing. can't actually see them from there. In fact, you can't really see them that well, so it's not something you're going to be able to see, but it's nice to know that they've been treated. So yeah, I'll paint them black to match the rear beam. So just need to get some wire brushes, clean them up, and they'll come up all right. Just looking back at the paint, first coat's drying nicely. It went on really well, in fact. And yeah, it's looking good. So really happy with today's order, I was told. And they are rather expensive to replace, and I'm pretty certain, well, I'm going to give it a go anyway. I'm pretty certain that if I use a wire wall brush on this again, and let's get rid of all the surface marks and stains as I did with some of the other bits, I can get this done up quite nicely. So what I'll do is I'll mask this up, clean this up, clean it all up as one, mask this up and try and paint this silver, see what it comes out like. I'll have to just check about getting paint on the inner bits of it, but I don't believe it to be a problem. So yeah, I'm gonna try and clean this up as well. So as I said, I'll mask this up, paint this silver, and then I'll mask it up and paint that black, and I'm pretty confident it'll come out all right. So yeah, once I get the wire brush, as you can see, this one is buggered. Once I get that, I'll have a go at getting these three up to speed. I have found as well huge bag of bolts. I have no idea what they're from, so I'll speak to Warren, the previous owner, and see if he knows. They were just in a bag randomly, so I'm hoping they're just spares, and I'll just have to decide whether or not to get them zinc coated. We'll see how much they cost, see how much extra it costs, because if I'm doing a big batch load, it might be worth getting them done as well as spares. And then I suppose it's onto the engine. As you saw in one of my other videos, I did start to clean up the head. Clean up quite nicely, and then I'll mask all this off, degrease all this and power hose it off. Split the bottom bit off there. I realised that I'd taken all the screws out, but you'd have to get a pry bar in here just to ease it off. And the lower section comes off. There's two more bolts in the bottom of it, which you get to once this covers off. So what I'll do is what's that there? I thought it was a hole in the block, but it looks like it's just where the screw thread's gone through. So yeah, what I'll do is I'll put the filter on it, bung up this hole, put the old plastic unit back on here, cover it, put the old water pump on there before cleaning it down to stop water getting getting into the engine. Let's have a look at the other side. This side should be a lot easier, to be quite honest. There's not a lot going on here, so again, I'll clean up this, mask this off, clean up this bit, mask this off, clean this down, and once I've split that, I can give this a good paint. And looking at how these other bits are coming up, I'm confident. I've also been told, actually, I'll need to use a high temp paint on the block. Obviously the Hammerite stuff is not versatile enough for the temperatures that the block gets, so I'll make sure. I think it's VHT the make, which will be in silver, and hopefully it'll be a close match to the Hammerite, so when all of the other bits are on it, it'll all look fresh. The other thing which is bothering me is this rusty main bearing, I suppose it is. Somebody will probably point me out there if I'm wrong. Is put some de-ruster on it and then just mask this off and put a little bit of paint on that as well. Not that it really matters, or you'll see, but I think it's definitely something that's worth doing. But yeah, it's looking good. I'm really happy with what I've done, and the rest of the weekend I'm going to really set about things. And I was a bit worried about slowing up, and I wouldn't be getting progressive very far with all of this. However, just what I've realised is just to try and take a small bit on at once, because if you try and do too much, it's very daunting if you look at all that. So today, just working on these bits has made me realise you don't have to try and take everything on at once. Just work on one small thing, get that done, put it in the box, and then progress with the other bits. So instead of jumping around the place, I'm going to stick with the bits I'm doing and then continue through till they're all completely done. So instead of jumping to the bumpers and stuff just yet, I'm going to keep working on all these little bits, the painting bits that I can. And I'm not fully decided yet whether to go to work on the engine fully, or perhaps to start on the wings, but I think I'll get the engine done. So yeah, plenty more to come, and I hope you're enjoying the content that's coming. Thanks to the new subscribers. I'm really enjoying doing the project, as you're probably aware now. And yeah, on that note, I'll leave you for now. Cheers. Apologies if my videos jump around the place. I'm all still pretty new to this YouTube stuff, but I don't like to miss out or not show you things that I'm doing, even if it means it's all over the place. Just before I finish up today, I've decided that I'm absolutely drowning this in another load of nitromorse, just hoping that it will help strip it. As you can see, I'm putting absolutely loads on. What I didn't realise with this is I've been brushing it on, and it does actually state to dab it on, and I think by dabbing it on it leaves it thicker and gives it more of a chance of breaking down the paint and cutting into it. So as I said, I'm going to put absolutely loads of it on and see how we go. And as you can see there, that's actually lifting the purple there, so that's great. So yeah, perhaps I'll just keep piling and piling it on till it's all stripped, and I'll keep you updated on that as well. Another update. I let it soak even more, kept working it in with the brush, and now I've got this stiffer brush and just rubbing it on, it's lifting loads of it off, which is great news. Still a lot of work to do on it, but it's going to come up great, really good. So I'm really happy with that. I'm just going to keep working away with this. So what I'll do is I'll put another load on, leave it for 20 minutes, then work this into it and keep repeating that until it lifts it all. So yeah, great news.